Here we go again. Gampi TV and Radio, your TV station that bring out the facts about Nigerian current issue. Today, yesterday, and will be there tomorrow. We will not leave until we get it right. Whenever you hear the word promised land, we will not go there. Spirit will not take us there. We are the one that will get to that promised land. With our sincerity, we will get there. My name is Idris Sadiq Ogrima, your host on this program, Truthline. Thank you. Doctor, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
With me in the studio, I have mentioned Doctor is a regular face that will visit us all the time. He's versatile. He has degree in so many ramifications of what? Different endeavor. He is a book on his own. If you want to study human analysis, meet him. If you want to study political analysis, meet him. Motivational speaker, he is there. So thank you for honoring our invitation always.
Thank you for wearing me many caps.
You deserve it. It's not just deserve, you merit it.
Thank you.
If it's a favor, God has favored you.
Amen.
And you have worked hard to attain that position.
Thank you.
Dr. Sir, you are an elder statesman. You have lived in Nigeria as a Nigerian for years now. Virtually, there's no part of positive and negative side of this country that you have noticed. Civil war, the good government, the bad government. But this particular one, that is itching our neck, it's touching our throat. Seriously, this issue of unemployment, looking at it from the angle of our professionals, we have doctors, nurses, engineers, IT experts that are all located out of Nigeria, even down to neighboring country. That the country that by economic value, by all standard, Nigeria is ahead. Our nurses, our professionals are moving to those countries. Dr. Sam, what is the issue?
Oh, well, first and foremost, let me start from the issue of those who have trained in the regular school to become what they become in terms of professionalization. I think the problem we have is that, yes, in as much we have policy problem for our workers.
Yes, sir.
I think Nigerians, that we Nigerians, we don't love our country in the first place. Because those countries you are running to, they were once who we are. They were once who we are. Now, somebody endured it to take it to where they take it. Take, for instance, is there a doctor who works in any of the government hospitals? He has chemists somewhere, or he has clinics somewhere, and his interest is there. The services he gives to you at that government hospital is so shoddy, he doesn't even care. Go to hospitals. That is where you're supposed to have empathy. But if you go to the hospital, it's like punishment. Those people who japa overseas, can they treat the people there in that same manner and go scot-free? And we only just concentrate on this thing on how much I was paid, how much am I being paid. That is what most of them look at it. Let me also tell you, where they are running to is just the economic difference or currency difference. That's what makes the difference. Take, for instance, if they are paying you $100 per hour, take for where if you are working outside there, what that $100 can buy for you when you are there is almost what 100 naira will buy you here. In quote, please. Because life is very expensive there. It is when they starve themselves, Nigeria will go, they starve themselves to ensure that they save out of such money to bring it here to be meaningful to them. So in that sense, it is when they look at, oh, that money, if I get it with the exchange, if I bring it here, what it means to them is what drives people out. It's not really job satisfaction per se that makes them to start running outside the country.
Okay, sir. Doctor, sir, from that response, this issue of unemployment, living Nigeria to another country, it mostly comes from unemployment. The salary scale is there. In 2024, and I read, as of 2024, data from NBC states that youth unemployment for ages 15 to 24 is around 8.4%. But the youth unemployment is much higher at 52.5%. Many young people live half degrees but work in low skill pay job. This is Nigerian data published by Nigerian government agency.
Yes.
So what issues are?
You see, sometimes I argued that the issue of unemployment in Nigeria, I don't agree with it so much. The reason is this, that we are not supposed to have problem of unemployment, but the problem we have is unemployed attitudes is what we have in Nigeria. I will tell you. You talk about age 15, isn't it?
Yes.
Ordinary age 15 is supposed to be in secondary school. Some have finished.
Yes.
Maybe they are waiting for admission. Do you know there are people who has money to invest on private business? Either they are working, but they have means to invest on small scale business. Then where they could have employed within that age, between 15 to 24, they would have employed to start selling there or working in that place. But if you try it, those people you employ will kill that business. They will steal the shop and dry it. At the end of the day, it makes so many people that you cannot trust anybody. So even when you have money, maybe you are working, you don't have time for yourself. For you to establish something, you can't establish. Who can create something? Most of our Nigerians who go outside the country, let me tell you.
Doctor, sir,
do they work in government? Most of them, they don't work in government. They work in such private places.
Doctor, sir, is it every Nigerian that steal? Is it every youth in Nigeria that steal?
Get what I've just said.
Yes, sir.
There's no way everybody will be a thief. I said those people who have countless number of such a thing. Recently, there's a shop where somebody employs somebody. I mean, a boy to be selling there. No, the cartons where they keep items were taken away. It's only empty carton that is there until one day they met empty cartons. And it happens in most places. Is it a restaurant you are running? Call somebody. See, most of our youths, they are not really ready. They need that fast money. So there are certain things. Those days, I remember when some of us were growing up, we go to where they are building houses to go and carry this concrete. How many youths who want to do that? We go to farm to go and weed farm for somebody during our holidays. Can they do that? Then it's just Yahoo, money, immediate money, and so on. If we call them for anything, they won't do it. They would prefer to abandon it. So they are looking for free money. So if you tell that person to even take leg to a neighboring country, just where he knows that he can make fast money, he will go. It's not actually that he's even going there to develop that place.
Sir, Doctor, sir, is there any country in the world where they make fast money?
No, the system
sir,
now.
The unemployment in Nigeria.
The system now.
Yes, sir.
Permits fast money making. The ritualists are making money. Who kill? A girl is killed. The parts are removed and so on. That is fast money.
Sir, there's no ritualist in Nigeria who is counted among the research young Nigerians. There's no ritualists.
They are. When I mean they are, there are those who have made money through such wrong ways. But if you go, my dear, maybe if you go to some of these hotels, let me tell you something. Go to some of these hotels, even big hotels. You will discover that children of that 15, 20, I mean between 15, 20, 25 is even too far. They lodge in hotel 1 month. Where do they get the money? It is such fast money. They waste it. They waste it away. So it's not the financial say, even those who Japan, they did not Japan to go and better that economy. It's just what they want to get. That immediate something they want to get. We don't have patience. We know that our government is not doing well in terms of policy keeping. We agree. So that's what I'm going to. We agree. That's where the issue lies. And I'm equally telling you that it is just not really enough. It's not only Nigeria that has problem. There are other smaller African countries. Go and check. Even they suffer more than we are. They don't even have hope the way we have. Because we have mineral resources, we have natural resources. They don't have. But there are certain things they don't get involved. When we get involved, we have mineral resources. Sorry, let me even tell you. What about some of our? Sorry, sir. What about some Nigerians who even travel out? They are in other countries. Then the most heinous business, that is criminal business, they are the one engaging in it just to make free money or to make fast money. They engage in it. They destroy their own image and destroy the image of the country. Well, how do you still call all this one? Then they jump to go and do criminal businesses.
All right, sir. Sir, on the lighter note, sir, you said we have a lot of mineral resources in Nigeria.
Yes.
Is it Coca-Cola, Fanta?
That you are. No, we are not. We are that governor. I mean, one governor in the north that make that a.
Sir, I don't mention the governor, sir.
So I think that error of that governor.
Okay, sir. Back to the program, sir. Sir, like I said, Nigerians believe in you. You can advise the Nigerian youth. You can advise the Nigerian government to balance this issue of unemployment. So it is only when there's job available for Nigerians to do, or there's a policy in place that is not affecting the industry that we have to strive. Like you can say, okay, the industry are looking for people to employ, but youth are not ready to work. So if you go to every industry, particularly even in that you see they will tell you that they have record of people submitting their CVs day in, day out. If you open a portal for employment and you say that you're looking for 10 people, you end up having 100. And after 100, by the time you look at it, only 20 that is employed who is looking for another place to work.
You see, as we're talking, I'm trying to remember recently an issue that took place here in Nigeria. They declared position for employment. People submitted applications. But at the end of the day, when they go through the whole of those applications, even those that were invited could not get through the interview. But they have paper. Either as degree, as HND, as whatever, they have it. That's another problem we need to look into. But if you are talking about creating job, there are certain things I would recommend to government to help us, to help the youth, those who are serious in quote. Number one, if there is constant electricity today, even when you don't have anything inside your head, you'll be thinking what to do. There are some who want to do laundry. There are those who are doing barbing. There are those who are so many things tailoring. We have people in this line. They can't do it. But if there is electricity, these people are engaged, it will reduce what?
But these are the jobs that require constant electricity supply.
If you have electricity, more people will come into what they're supposed to do, what they know what to do, how to do it. There will be shoemakers, they need light to fight. So if there's light alone in Nigeria, whatever, any government that will give light to Nigeria, that government has succeeded.
All right, so thank you so much, Doctor, for your time. Sir, currently, or before stepping out of the studio, sir, what is your advice to this issue of unemployment and this issue of light that dragged into? I can remember one on the Fela song of blessed memory. Fela died in 1997 or thereabouts. This issue of Nigeria is lacking issue of light. With the current technology, we shouldn't rely on the old method of generating power supply. So, what's your advice? to Nigerian government to better the service of power supply, then that will come with the issue of balance, the issue of unemployment.
Like as I've
To
said,
find out what, sir.
like as I've said,
Yes, sir.
the government has what it takes if they are serious. If the government is serious, and if any government is responsible enough, they'll know that generating electricity alone covers so many areas, and it boosts the economy to the extent that it can create jobs.
So why have you refused to generate electricity?
Then fraud, corruptions. Our roads, I tell you how much that has been given out for our roads. But those roads, look at the Abuja Lokoja Okene road. Do you know how much billion that has gone? But somebody somewhere who doesn't allow all these things to work. So see, until maybe we have to be tying people to stake. But now we are still joking. We are not serious.
As a Nigerian,
We are joking.
sir, if you said Nigeria is joking, I have had series of time that a fool at 40 is a fool forever.
Yes.
So I don't know how true it is. But however far, Nigeria, by October this year, Nigeria will clock 64 years. Is that also?
Yes.
Of independence.
Yes.
Then we are 24 years ahead of
Foolishness.
foolishness.
Yes.
Sir, how prepared or how feasible it is that Nigeria will get it right?
It's difficult. I don't know. My hope is, the hope I have for this is dangling.
Sir,
Looking at the kind of government we have, and looking at the people that makes up that government, and then coupled with the kind of children that are coming at the generation that is coming up now, their orientation, what they believe in, when you put the whole thing together, the hope is dangling. For Nigeria to just get better is dangling, and even Nigeria is dangling. According to, I think Obasanjo said it during his own time. Only God knows what he said. He said, even if you bring Jesus to be the president of Nigeria, Jesus will see what Jesus will see the wahala when they
yes, sir. I know that word, and that is issue of nepotism. That issue of nepotism, catchment area, quota. So, but this issue of unemployment, either Yoruba, Hausa, Niger State, Kogi, Kwara, Enugu, every region. So we all have one complaint. So as we speak now, there's a record from each state who that have jacked out of this country. And our main destination is Europe. Now we are advancing to Asia.
Yes.
So on the same complaint,
those areas you have mentioned, my dear brother, if you go there are small, even private industries where this will go to work. Like as I've said, electricity. If electricity is working, every other place will go to work. In fact, you'll be looking for even people who do not go to school, they'll work.
so that's a final word, sir. That's a final.
Honestly speaking, people who did not even go to school, they will see where to work.
All right, sir.
What if Ajakuta is working now?
So that is so
If Ajakuta is put to work, the money that has been borrowed so far for other things in this country, do you know if you borrow that same money, you put in Ajakuta will pay it back within a short period of time.
All right, sir.
By what government will generate there as a revenue. But short money are borrowed and put where it's not, no, the return is even difficult. The return is not too short.
Thank you so much, sir,
We are not serious.
for the energy you disperse in this analysis, sir. So that is your advice on the side of government, right?
Yes.
So on the side of youth and unemployment, so your final words, sir, your advice. You know, I'm a youth, so the advice I will share from it. Nigerians are listening.
Now, you see, I want to plead with youth to go into skill acquisition. Let me tell you, there's danger ahead of us that is coming. Do you know that if you go to mechanic shop now, except those older people who are mechanics who are still there, you don't see young people who are learning. They don't want to learn. If you go to tailoring, they don't want to learn. If you 1 year, 2 years, they learn, he will run away. They don't want to learn. See, China we are seeing today, from nursery, they started learning skills. So when you come, you are not looking for a job. And I want to beg state government. If is it what do you call it? Is it 334? What do you call that? Educational system? Yes.
633.
6334, is it?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Do you know that if 663 4 was allowed to function and work, there are so many people who will come out today. They don't have need to start looking for employment. They will create employment for themselves. With the electricity there, they will create employment. That is if that plan, somebody brought that plan now, it will have pushing what we are talking about today. Skill acquisitions. China, you see. Most of them who are constructing a road, it's not the school they go. It is what they have in their head. Those of them welding your railway. It's not the certificate they are using to weld your railway. It is what they learn from skill acquisition.
So you are telling me, sir, your final word that aside the paper qualification, skill acquisition is the key.
Cannot really give you what you want. It is your brain that gives you what you want.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, doctor, for your time. That's a good analysis from you, sir. That is what I always like to have in my studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Nigerians, here we are. We are looking for advice. This is the one we have. Authentic, from, as I said, local content and elderly statement. I remain your host, Pedro Sariko Grima. Thank you.
Thank you.